What's up, you guys? Foamsmith here. So today we're going to talk about glue. I'm going to talk to you guys about the types of glue that I use and how I typically use them, so you have an idea on how you should use them when you're crafting. So to start off, I'm going to start off really quick with hot glue. Hot glue is like the most common type of glue used in crafting. So you see a lot of beginners get it, but I would honestly recommend this for just gluing on details. Why? Because hot glue isn't that strong. You shouldn't really use it to like glue on big pieces of armor. It's just not going to hold that well, especially if it gets really hot. If you're like in an outside event where it's you have the sun on you, it gets really hot, pieces might start falling off or unsticking. I would just use this for like light details. Typically if it's a light detail, it's not going to fall off, but if it's something a little heavy, it actually might. So just for details, really experienced craftsmen will actually use the glue gun to draw on details, like nice little curves and like those vine details you see on medieval armor, which is like really cool. I'm still trying to learn how to do that, but it's very hard. But if you want to try it, go for it. Nothing's gonna stop you. But yeah, details. Just use this for details. The next one I'm gonna show you guys is actually also used for details, and it's super glue. Super glue, I would use it for like tiny little details where you need a little small drop of glue. So I would use this super glue. Be careful if you use too much. Sometimes it gets hot. You might see a little bit of smoke up here. Don't be scared, it just does that sometimes, but be careful, it does get very hot. Don't touch it if you see smoke. And also, if you use too much, you might get like a white frost around the area that you glued, so try to be careful on how much you use to avoid that. But yeah, it's a pretty good glue to have like around for details and stuff. The next one I'm going to show you guys is actually used more for like fabrics. If you want to glue on fabrics to like your armor or gauntlets or any other prop, I would use spray glue. Now the way you use spray glue is you apply it to both pieces. Let's say you have a chest piece and you want to make it look like leather. So you're going to apply spray glue onto the chest piece, and then you're going to spray glue the back of the pleather. Pleather is fake leather. It's basically like a vinyl. So I would use this, spray the back of it, wait for it to get tacky, and by tacky I mean if you touch the glue and you don't have any glue on your finger when you touch it, I guess. Anyway, if you don't have any glue on your finger, it means it's tacky and it's ready to use, and then you just glue it on. Now, sorry I have hiccups, but now it's going to be a little hard. You might get wrinkles, it's going to take some time, so I recommend you practice with scrap foam and scrap pieces of pleather if you have any, or if not, just buy a small piece of pleather so you practice, and once you feel comfortable and ready, then try doing it onto your actual project. This next glue, I personally only use this for sealing foam. Some people use it to like harden stuff. I don't really use it for that. I just use it to seal foam, because foam is like a sponge. If you don't seal it whenever you use paint, if you use spray paint especially, or an airbrush, the foam's going to absorb all the paint, and you're going to have to add more and more coats of paint, and eventually it's still going to absorb it, and you're going to lose the color, and you're going to spend a lot of money on paint. So it's really good for you to like seal it. Now this is what I used to use because it's very cheap. You can get this for like $1.50, maybe $2. Now I would recommend, if you're going to seal foam, Pleather dip. It's a lot more expensive. It's sometimes a little bit of a pain to use, but if you learn how to use it well, it's a lot easier and it's going to save you a lot of time. This will save you money. Pleather dip will save you time. But I'm going to cover Pleather dip in another video when I talk about painting. That's basically what I use that for. And for the next glue, which is actually the final glue, it's the one that I use the most when crafting with foam, and it's contact cement. Some of you might not even know what this is. So contact cement is just that. It's contact. It's not cement, it's contact. Well, maybe it is cement. It's not concrete. it's typically clear. So the way contact cement works, kind of the same way as spray glue. You have to apply it to both pieces. Typically it's used for like edges. Let's say you have two edges that you need to glue together, like if you're making a helmet or something like that. You need to apply it to both edges, wait for it to get tacky, and then glue them together. If you only apply it to one edge and not the other, when you try to glue it together, it's not going to stick. So you need both edges to have the contact cement on it. Wait for it to get tacky, boom. Try to add light layers of contact cement. If you add too much, it's just going to take a lot longer to dry. Might even never dry like completely, and then the pieces just aren't going to stick. Now, do not use it on pleather. Pleather and contact cement, they don't work very well. Don't use them. If you're gonna glue pleather, use the super glue. Super glue is really good for pleather. In fact, it's so strong that if you try to pull the pleather apart, it's gonna break. Contact cement will not fully dry on pleather, so I would recommend not using it on pleather. Use it more like on foam, maybe wood. But if you're gonna use wood, I would also recommend just using actual wood glue. Instead of using it for sealing, you can use it to glue wood. But for foam, specifically, since I'm the foam smith, at least that's what my friends call me, contact cement, okay? Now, I'm gonna have all these glues on a list on my Amazon storefront. You guys already know, I make money whenever someone buys something on Amazon through my link. Now, you don't have to buy what's on my link, like on my storefront. If you just use my link to go to Amazon and you buy anything else that you need, or you were going to go to Amazon anyway, it will help me out, and I do appreciate it. Now, that being said, the stuff that I do have on my list, I do get a commission for each sale, but that being said, it does not mean I'm going to like add the most expensive stuff that I find on Amazon so you guys buy it and get a big commission. Because honestly, I know what it's like to start out when you're cosplaying. Most of us cosplayers, when we start out, we're either high school students or college students, and we don't have that much money to spend. We have other stuff we need to get paid. Sometimes our parents won't give us the amount of money that we need, because honestly, I can't blame it. It is a lot of money. Cosplay can be costly. So I try to find stuff that's cheap but good. It's the stuff that, like, you might find something else cheaper, but when you use it, it doesn't really work that well, and then you have to buy something else that's better, a little more expensive, but then you ended up spending more money. So what I'm doing is I'm just showing you guys the stuff that I didn't know when I was starting out, and I wish I knew, and stuff that I've learned along the way, either on my own, or from other cosplayers, or from YouTube videos, or other craftsmen in their fields, like leatherworking, or painters, or sculptors. You know, I try to incorporate everything that I learn into crafting cosplays or props. So, you know, I know what it's like, so I really I want to help you guys, and this is the reason I'm making these videos in the first place. I do mention the Amazon thing because I am an Amazon affiliate now, and I'm kind of obligated to. It's one of the rules. But yeah, if you guys use my link, I will greatly appreciate it. And other than that, I hope this video helped you guys. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you've seen my previous videos, and I hope those have helped you as well. And I'm gonna make another one about painting. And if you guys have any ideas for other videos, stuff that you guys want to learn how to do that you think I might be able to teach, just comment them below, and I will, you know, look through them and see if I can actually make something. So yeah, again, I hope it helped. I hope it gets you guys crafting. And until next time, peace out.